engine optimization strategies. I also run a company outside of my profession, Elm Consulting, where I offer small business solutions to, online businesses that are trying to grow on the web, and that also incorporates search engine optimization.
Hi, I'm Melody Biringer, and I'm from Seattle and run a company called the CRAVEcompany. We throw parties we support women-owned business. Our parties, in each local community, we bring small women-owned businesses together and have fashion shows and pink drinks, and it's a great reason to get girlfriends together. I produce books called the CRAVE books. This is our latest CRAVE Chicago book. We're just coming to New York. We're so excited. We're in 15 cities now. And I have another business called the CRAVE Business, where we support small women-owned businesses and small conferences such as like this one, and have monthly get-togethers with all the small women-owned businesses and all of the communities that we're in. I like to inspire women to collaborate and get together and just kind of support each other to stay in business.
Hi, I'm Nichelle Pace. I am the founder of StyleMom.com. It's a online fashion site for moms and women above the age of 30. So I kind of cross the fence between fashion blogger world and sometimes I delve into the mommy blogger world. I'm also an independent consultant for the past 12 to 14 years for integrated marketing. Started in an ad agency world for about 11 years.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm the Global Brand Director for G-Star. I've been in the fashion business for about 20 years, where I've been working for making the brand image around the world, advertising, everything from advertising to how the stores look to how everything is activated live. For Levi's for about 5 years. Then I was creative director at Caterpillar. Then I was creative director at Camper. And now I'm doing a similar kind of thing, helping G-Star make their image.
Thanks, everyone. You all have very interesting jobs. So to kick things off, we'd like to find out what inspired you to get to what you're doing today. And we can start with Pamela, or we can go reverse, whoever wants to jump in.
I always wanted to work with fashion. I am trained as a designer and developer, and have always been collecting vintage ever since I was like 12 when I could actually buy things, and 5 when I was rummaging through my grandmother's closet. And I started selling vintage on eBay because I had a closet overflow problem, and it just wasn't working, and it was kind of a mess, and I thought there had to be an easier way. I tried Etsy, but I kind of felt like it was not really for vintage, and there was not like a big vintage community, and it was not designed for vintage. So after much complaining, my husband and I decided to do something about it, and since we know how to design and develop websites, we made one. And instead of making our own e-commerce site, we decided that we should allow everybody to have those tools if they want to sell vintage online, and open it up so that other people can open their own shop. And that's what inspired me to do it, and that's what inspires me to get up every day in the morning.
I started on this road of Threadbanger a long time ago. I'm an environmental activist, and I started working in Haiti about 7 years ago, filming what was going on down there. And that transitioned into me living on a bus that ran on recycled vegetable oil for 2 years, filming that process and hosting little videos and stuff like that. And then I really wanted to focus on a specific area where I felt like I could teach people in a way that isn't aggressive, like, you need to do this to make the world a better place. And I've always loved making things and fashion in general. So the idea of Threadbanger came about to kind of teach people that they have stuff in their closet that they can either remake or, sell, or vintage stores are amazing, and there's already so many clothes on the planet that we can look there instead of buying all this new stuff. So basically, my passion lies so much with educating people that there are other ways, and getting back to the old school of knitting. Like, I knitted this myself, and I absolutely love it. And there's just something that you can't get from anywhere else than from something you've made yourself. It's a really awesome feeling. So that was my passion behind Threadbanger.
Mine is a little different because I work for the publisher of a bunch of different magazines, and I focus a lot of my energy on Elle.com. So I'll probably speak to more of my passion just to, learn about what people are searching for. I think I've always been interested in sociology, kind of what compels social groups and how they look for information. And I'm really a hybrid of a lot of different things: a technical person, an editorial person, a data miner, a market researcher. And interestingly, as the print magazines move into the digital space, I also have to be very much a relationship manager. So I think for me, my passion in sociology and to learn about how social groups interact with information or how they want to get information is really what inspires me to help people find what they're looking for when they come to Elle.com. And also kind of put our brand out there in a way that's positioned so that we are working with people. And I really just think that's where my marriage between working with Elle.com and sociology kind of come together, because I help people find what they're looking for.
Okay, so I'm a startup junkie, and I've had over 20 businesses. I really am a junkie at this. So one of my longest term businesses called Biringer Farm. It's a gourmet food industry, and I had 70 employees, and I woke up one day and said, I saw my best friend twice last year, and this is just not acceptable. So because I'm a startup junkie, and there's no idea that I just don't start tomorrow and try it. I'm really into fail fast. Just get it out of your system and try it. If it doesn't work, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And because I saw my best friend twice in a year, I thought we as women have a lot of, I just talked to a lot of women, and they said the same thing. We're so busy. We're always just kind of going through life, and we say, let's get together, but it's really hard to get on the calendar. So I created a business, and I called it the CRAVE Party, and I invited all these women in Seattle, and it sold out like in 2 weeks. And I did 3 nights in a row, and I went, okay, I'm stopping everything I'm doing and starting this business because I see this is where it is. And I mean, creating a business when I'm working with women-owned businesses, I get to work with shopping and spa services and all kinds of things. So it's like, wow, that's what I like to do just in real life, and now my whole business is doing that. So that's where I stopped about 9 years ago, and I've been spending my whole life doing CRAVE and focusing on that, trying not to be that startup junkie. I'm so excited because I am a startup junkie. In my CRAVE business, I can do, instead of opening up new businesses all the time, I can just open it up within the CRAVE company. Like, now I'm going to publish books. But I'll do it within my company instead of a different company. So that's my passion. My passion is starting up businesses, but I'm really trying to focus and staying within this one company now.
My passion stemmed from me working in advertising for 12 years for many fashion and beauty and consumer goods brands, from Crest to Estee Lauder to Nine West. And I just realized a few years ago that I really wanted to do this for my own brand. Being a mother and having a passion for fashion, I felt as though there was really nothing in this space that was specific. It was all baby tips or parenting tips, or once in a while you get mommy makeover, but there was nothing that was dedicated full time to not just moms, but women in that next phase of life, in their 30s, in their 40s, late 20s, career women. There was nothing that really spoke to them from a fashion sense, or helped them translate some of the runway trends and the creative editorial into things that they could wear every day. And I really had this passion to make fashion more accessible to the everyday woman, because it can be very intimidating. And so many conversations with women, and that's the one thing, they're afraid, they're scared when they walk into a store, when they pick up a magazine. It's just very confusing. So I made it my mission to become that translator, if you will, to translate fashion trends and what you see on the runway into tangible chic. And it's been a great ride for me, because now I can focus my energy on my own brand. I mean, when you work in agency world after 12, 13 years, you're on the client's dime. So now this is kind of my hurrah to take control and run, my business life and my home life the way I see fit.